Hello and welcome to the Novice Anglers. You join me solo out on the boat today. I've just got some feathers down, drifting a regular piece of reef, trying to get out some bait, pick a little bit of bait out if we can, and then I'd like to head, 7 reels in, I'd like to head out to a wreck and do a little bit of wrecking today. I haven't done that in a while. The conditions haven't been great for wrecking, but now we have a little bit of offshore wind. There is a little bit of chop, but the swell is almost non-existent. So I'm going to seize the moment, try and get out there. But first, like I say, I want to try and get some bait fish, so I can do a little bit of bait fishing while I'm out there. Possibly get a ling. Might even get a conger. I'm not worried about a conger. I'd quite like to catch a conger and show you. That'd be ideal, wouldn't it? I have brought my net this time as well, just in case. I'll pick a shark up. Not going to be the target species today, but unfortunately you can't pick and choose what takes your bait. It'd be lovely if you could. So I've got the feathers off the back here, just dropping down a 60-gram jig, metal jig, Timu. The regular one looks like a mackerel with a nice big red eye. That's the bottom. Hopefully the fish are feeding. Nothing on this first drift of the reef. I'm going to swing us back around, do that drift again. If we have nothing on the second drift, we shall move on. I'll go straight out to that wreck I was talking about, and we'll drop some big lures down and see if we can get something out anyway. I'll bring you back once I'm there. So we are on our second drift. First drift produced absolutely nothing, no bite. Well, I think I had a little bite, a little hit on my lure, but the feathers had absolutely nothing. So I'm going to drift a little bit further west. Sounds right behind me. I'm going to drift a different line of the reef to see if that makes any difference. See if the fish are holding anywhere else. I'm going to drop the feathers down. Once we're at the bottom, we'll oh, there we are. It'd be lovely to get some bait fish, but not very often I drift over the reef and don't pick something out, at least with the feathers. Or I feel we're on good reef. It's 4 or 5 reels up. I'll chuck this metal lure down again and see if we can't pick something out. We're drifting at 0.8 knots according to Navionics. Isn't too bad a drift at all. The wind has picked up slightly. It's not meant to get any worse than this, but I wouldn't really want it any worse than this. Luckily it is directly offshore and we have no swell, so do you know what? I've got a funny feeling that the metal jig's not going to be the one today. I'll show you the jig I was on. That's the jig we're on. We'll stick with that for a couple more drops, and then I'm going to get out a soft plastic, see if we can't winkle something out on a soft plastic. I say nothing else on this drop, on this drift, and I'll move off and I'm going to head straight to that wreck. Oh no, I'm on the bottom here. That's a nuisance. I'd like to have not lost that lure, really. Oh, there we go, he's out. So, if you ever get snagged, you do what I just did then. It's like you let a little bit of line out and bounce the rod up and down, and it can loosen it sometimes. And luckily, that's what's happened now. Oh, fish on. I don't know if I'm on. I think I may have got a fish on the feathers, or I'm on reef. I'd like to think I'll come at you. I was up high enough. I've lost my feathers for sure. That's a nuisance. I had a hit on the. Let's get that in. Oh, it's the feather that snapped. Oh, it's not an ideal situation, but I had a hit on the lure as well. Just as the feathers went down, I had a big old hit on the lure. That's my own fault. We're into a fish. Finally hit a little section of fish. Potentially something took those feathers down into the reef and snagged it up. But we're onto a fish now anyway, so see what we've got. I think it might be a pollock. Oh, I'm glad to see a fish. First drift was dry. We're only about 14 metres of water, so I'm going to bring it up quite slowly. So it's not a very big pollock, it's just a little schoolie. But very welcome sight. Hello, mate. Come on, then. Yep, I don't want to take that treble hook either, mate. Alright. He was hooked. Right in the side of the mouth, look. On the assist hook. Not even on the treble. He's got a lot of fight left in him still, so he can go straight back. The fins are up. Nice. Thank you, Mr. Pollack. Right, let's get him straight back down there, see if we can't get something else. I say I would like some bait fish really, but if a nice big pollock comes along, I'm not too worried about that. And we're straight onto a fish again. It's just another schoolie pollock. Oh, got a little bit of fight in him. There is life on the reef, which is ideal. This thing's having a right old go. It's bobbing around like a bass. I'm pretty sure it's a pollock, but it's flicking all over the place like a bass does, but I'm pretty sure it's pollock. Yeah, it's just a nice pollock. Not a bad sized pollock for a little reef. Literally hooked exactly the same. Oh, don't come off. Or if you do come off, go straight back down, that would be ideal. Right. That is a better sized pollock. Little beauty. Right, let's give him a measure. Right, he's at 54. We're going to send him back. Hopefully we can get some bigger pollock. If you could send me your mum, that would be ideal. He's gone back beautifully. Straight up, straight down. It's the joys of being on a shallow reef. And we're straight back onto a fish. Didn't even hit the bottom. Might be the same fish. Well, obviously coming to a school of pollock. A shoal. Shoal of pollock or a school of pollock? I'm not sure. Shoal of fish, isn't it? Alright. Schoolie pollock. Come here, you. Very small one. We're going to get him straight back down. Come on now. Behave, behave, behave. There you go. Straight out. And straight back down. Beautiful. Proper. That's what you want to see. Lots of life on the reef. Get the feathers back down. They didn't even make it 2 meters down, I don't think. Well, probably a bit more than that, 5 meters, but they do like to take the lure on the way down. He's taking it again, I'd say, or I've hit the bottom. hit the bottom. That was nice. 3 pollock on the trot, 3 drops, 3 pollock. Not massive fish, but still nice. So that's 3 pollock on that drift. Not really any sizable. One that we could have kept, but really, it's not really worth it. I want something a bit bigger than that, really. So I'm just going to get all my lines in, and we're going to head to a wreck. It's about 4 miles off, and see if we can't pick out some bigger fish. I'll bring you back when I'm there. We've reached the wreck that I'm looking to fish. I've just hooked on a 100-gram metal lure. Sorry, you are facing the sun a little bit, but we will spin. What wouldn't want to take that? Couple quid off Timo. I'm going to drop him down. See if we can't get something off this wreck. Start a drift. Like I said previously, I think there is a little bit of ghost netting on this wreck, so you do have to be quite careful. Really feel what's going on the bottom of the ocean. Right, that's the bottom. That is the bottom. How deep are we here? We're in 30 to 40 metres of water, so not too deep, and we're straight onto a fish. First drop. Taking a little bit of line. It might be a nicer sized pollock. That'd be lovely, wouldn't it? One that we could take home. He's holding in the current. I think it's probably just making him feel a little bit heavier than he is. Not bad for a first drop though. You have to love a good wreck. Bringing him up nice and slowly. As I say, we are in 30 to 40 metres of water. There's not many fish that don't suffer from barotrauma, which is when you bring them up really quickly and the pressure kind of expands all the air that's inside of them, and yeah, it's a change of pressure. They don't go back very well either. But I think this one might be coming home anyway. Don't come off. Lots of head shakes. It's just holding in the oh, it's a lovely sized pollock. Not bad at all. Oop, come on now, I don't want a treble hook to the leg. Well, it's not a treble on this anyway. Just an assist. So I'm just going under the gill plate. If you can pick them up safely under the gill plate. Oh, he's got a double hook here. He's not the biggest pollock in the world, and he has come up from quite far, so little pollock. Where are we? We're at 52 again. His fins are up. I'm going to try and get him. Just try and get a little bit of water over his. See if we can't get him back down. And away he goes. Oh, he's got me absolutely soaked in the process as well, but as long as the fish gets back, goes down nice and safely. Can't ask for any more, really. Wow, lovely drift. Fish on the first drop. No complaints from me. See if we can't do it again. You guys must be getting bored of 45 minutes of me just catching fish constantly. There will be a day on the boat where I don't catch anything, mind, so just bear that in mind. Drifting at 1.1 knots. It's not too bad. It's not the best, but can't win them all. That's the bottom. So when I'm reeling up quite quickly, like 1, 2, 3, stop, 1, 2, 3, stop, 1, 2, 3, stop. Kind of just trying to mimic an injured fish, I guess, something that's just a little bit. Oh, something hit me then. Something down there wants it. Coming up beautifully on the wreck. We weren't even on the wreck when I caught that pollock, so. We are back on the drift. I'm not going to deploy the drone. I'm going to see if I can zigzag a little bit up and down this reef. So I've got my silly fisherman's hat on as well. Still on the 100-gram Timu jig. Just means the sun's going to be behind me for a little bit. It's not to worry. I'll do my best. I will chuck the drone out. Why not? It won't cause any harm. I was just trying to do a little bit of a zigzag up the reef, but the sun will be in our eyes the whole time. And we were drifting quite quickly without it. That's the bottom there. Oh, we got a fish on. Something felt like it took it and must have just swam right towards me. Oh, it's gone. Whatever was there is gone. Nope, it's still there. I don't know what this fish is. Wow, the camera nearly fell right in the water as well. It feels like a half decent fish, this mine, so I'm going to try and get it on camera if I can. Such a strange take. I don't know if I've ever had anything take it like that before. Kind of took it, swam towards me, didn't fight. Nice on the first drop though. I'll be upset if I lose that camera, so I am going to tie the anchor rope around it. Yeah, I really don't want to lose that camera. Bring him up nice and slow. Doesn't feel like a very heavy fish. Just holding in the tide. Still got a bit of fight in him. There is a line of pots just running along the top edge of this reef, so I do have to be careful of them as well. I don't want to be snagging in any pots. Oh, got a nice bend in the rod. I have got me, he's a pollock. I've got my net if I find myself a bigger fish. Oh, he's a chunkier pollock. Happy with him. Get on board, you. Oh, right. Plenty of sand eels down there at the minute. He has just vomited them all over me. I'll show you that in a minute. Very interesting. So that's what's down there at the minute. It's the sand eel. I think I've got the right lure on. Nice size pollock. What size are we at? We are at 60 centimetres. He can come home, and this is what they're eating. Sand eel. Is it sand eel? Looks like sand eel. I'm going to chuck a couple of them down on a. Well, I don't know. See how we get on. I'm going to dispatch this pollock, and I'll come back. We are back on the drift of this wreck. We really are not getting a lot of time on the drift. I think we're drifting about 1.4, 1.5 knots at the moment. I might look at anchoring up if it stays like this, because by the time we brought one fish up, we're off the mark and it's time to go back around again. It's not too bad as long as you're getting a decent fish. lots of sand eels down there at the minute, which is what that pollock had spewed up on me. That's a nicer fish, come on. There's plenty of fish down there to be had. You know, it's my first drop. I really am just taking my time to try and get them up to the surface though, because if they aren't quite big enough to take, I want them to go back. Oh, this tripod's having a night now. I've got a new one coming today from Amazon, so I don't want to stand up today. I want to keep falling over. Try and sort this out. Right. Like I say, new tripod coming from Amazon today. Got nice wide feet. If anybody else who has an inflatable boat and likes to video themselves, or please feel free to recommend a camera mount for me for my boat on. I don't mind these rod holders from, I've got these off Temu, like 13 quid with the base. Just noticed a load of there's a nice load of weed and line is just caught onto my prop. It wasn't there before, I've just drifted through it, I've seen it. There's tons of weed in the water, but I've just got to be, yeah, it's just come off. That's ideal. That there was just around my prop. I will try and get that out before I, if I can spin round and get it, but it's not always the way, unfortunately. Plenty of pollock on the reef. Hello, Mr. Pollack. It's a better sized pollock, that one as well. 60 centimetres at least. Oh. Nice pollock. Little beauty. We're at 60 centimetres. Another nice pollock. I'm going to take this one home to the table. We'll dispatch him. We'll get back down there. So, I've managed to get this anchored up right on the wreck. We'll see how we get on now. The tide is running quite quickly. Oh, straight onto a fish as well. Oh my word. Go on. Go on, take it. Just, oh, what have we got? What is that? Oh my gosh. So, feels like a bigger fish. I'm gonna get my net ready. Oh, I brought my net this time as well because, I mean, I could have really have done with it with that tope just to give me a bit of a hand. I'm not going to bully this fish in. Nice run though. Large sized pollock I'm going for, guys. You can take it if you need it. Take the line. Go on. I took that on the drop like an absolute champion. Just got to keep bending the line, bending the rod, sorry, not bending the line, bending the rod. That generally just is what's fighting the fish. If you can keep the bend in the rod, tension on the line. Where are you, mate? just sitting in the drift. It's a heavy fish. Where is it? You can see a silhouette. Clarity's really good today. It's coming over this way here, going on another run. Nice sized pollock that. Golly gosh, really nice sized pollock. Wow. Stonking pollock that. I'm going to net this one. That could quite possibly be personal best pollock for me. He's just pooed. And he is in the net. I think that is a personal best pollock. I think we could be onto a double figure pollock there. Oh, that's exciting. Now that I'm anchored, I haven't got to worry too much about getting back round and... Wow. Stay where you are, mate. Yeah, it doesn't look very nice at all. Wow. Oh, sand eel is definitely what they've been eating. It's obviously abundant down there because they keep spitting them out. That's a lovely sized fish. It could quite possibly be my biggest ever. He's bigger than the box. We're at 70 centimetres. He's coming home with me to go on the table. I'm going to get him dispatched. I'm going to get that lure back down there. Great fish. Well, fishing doesn't get much better than that. That pollock took that on the drop like an absolute champion. Stonking pollock. I'm in exactly the same position. I haven't got to worry about anchoring because I have not moved. So if there's more pollock down there like it, that would be ideal. Something hitting my lure. Straight back on the fish. It's gonna be a nice day on this wreck. Plenty of pollock about. I don't think it's as big as that last one. I will get a weight on that last fish as well before we head in. I'll weigh it. It did spew out a couple of sand eels at me as well. Do I weigh them as well? I'm not 100% sure. I think not. It's just what they're eating, these little sand eels. Tons of them about. You can see a pollock silhouette. Here it comes. That's just a little pollock, but lots of give to go still. Come on, let's get you out and get you back down, mate, as quickly as possible. Still got a lot of fight, so he'll go straight back down, I'm hoping. Very lightly hooked with the lure. Something has just had my lure off. Wow. Something's took my lure. I've still got my clip. Hit it and it went. What on earth could that be? That's a nuisance. I like that lure. Not to worry. Lucky I've got plenty. Still though, it's a bit of a nuisance. I think I'm going to drop down. It's going to be another big 100 grammer. It's going to be a silver bottom, yellow top, 100 gram. Timu special again. Hopefully. I don't know whether or not it must have been twisted on the clip, but something hit it and away it went. I think this one will work just as well. I have a funny feeling. I might chuck some feathers down and see if we can't get maybe some bait fish. See what's lurking down there. Oh, straight onto a fish. Got a bit of fight to him. There are plenty of pollock down here at the moment. I'm going to bring this fish in much slower than the last one, solely because I really do want them to go back. Although this one might be big enough not to have to send back. It's taking line. The wind has picked up, it's blowing directly offshore. It's making for slightly choppier conditions because we're a few miles out. But when I head in, I'll head straight for land and I'll cruise back up north towards Bude on the just inshore. Oh, the butterflies just come past me. Another nice sized pollock. I'm going to net him because he's a decent size again. Oh, there's a good stamper pollock on this reef for sure. Another one for the table, I think. out of the way. I know it sounds like I'm taking quite a lot of fish, but I don't really. There you are, another lovely sized pollock. Let's give him a measure up. He's bigger than the box. We're sitting at about 68 centimetres. He's coming home with me. Another lovely eating fish. And we'll get the lure back down there. That's the pollock dispatch. We're going to get the lure back down there again. We can pick another one out. I'd love to get an absolutely stonking double figure pollock off this reef. Looks as, I think I've got maybe a 7 to 8 pounder in there. I will weigh him in a minute, but good session so far, pretty happy. The sun is shining. We're on to another fish. The fish are aplenty. I think this is just a smaller pollock. So then I chucked it down, let it hit the bottom, and it just went on quite a fast retrieve. There's obviously lots of bait fish down there at the moment, and they're just absolutely having a feeding frenzy. Those pollock I've got in the box, their stomachs are just absolutely full of bait fish. I'd say this is a little pollock again. It's scrapping like a smaller pollock. And bring him nice and gently, so get him back down there. Bringing them in and holding them, giving them a few seconds, it just lets their body equalise in the pressure. It does take a little bit longer, but we want to get them back. See its little bronze silhouette. Come on, up you come. There's another nice sized pollock. Come on, we'll get you unhooked and we'll get you back down, mate. See, if I was on the inside reef, I'd think, oh, this is a nice sized pollock, I'll take him home, but because on the outside, he's actually quite a small pollock for the reef, I think. Right. There he is. Another nice pollock. I'm going to hold him in the water. I might actually keep him in the net for a second. Let him just get his energy back, and then we'll see him down. Come on, mate. We'll get you back down there. Well done. Just rest. Right, his fins are up, so it's looking like he might want to go back down. We're going to give him a bit of a launch into the water. Should spur him on. Oh, and away he goes. We are still at anchor, up on the wreck. And we're still on the metal jig. Like a gold to yellow. A greeny yellow gold down to a silver metal lure. It's not failed. I've had a fish on every drop with this one. So, no complaints so far with it. Dribble of water. There's a fish on. Bugger. I knew I shouldn't have. Oh, he's come off. No, he's not. He's there. There it is. Right, there is a fish there. Come up and absolutely took that. I know I shouldn't have tried having a drink while I was the lure drop in. Not to worry. Smash that one. I can feel he's quite a nice fish, so I'm going to bring him in quickly. I know I'm going to keep him. I know it sounds like I keep a lot of fish, and I do, but I eat a lot of fish, and a lot of my family like fish. You know, it doesn't go to waste. I appreciate every single fish that I take out of the ocean. Come on now, where are you at? Ah, the reason he fought so well is because he's foul hooked. Right, try and get him back down quickly because he is quite small. If we were on the inside reef, it'd be all right, but right, you're going to get yourself back down there. Oh, and away he goes. Good fish. Good man. All right, let's get the lure back down there. Yeah, he was foul hooked. I wasn't going to show you because I wanted to get him in back in the water as quickly as possible and get him back down there, and he went straight back down. So I couldn't have asked for any better. I am fishing with just one rod today. I was going to try and fish for two, but I've done that before on this wreck and I lost my rod, so I'm not going to do that again. Better be safe than sorry is what my mum always says. I think that's the bottom. So I'm going to go for a fast retrieve. Nothing on that one. Oh. No, nothing. Something came up for it though and hit it. I'm going to cast you. Turn you a little bit. Oh. Nearly went in. That's why you have a life jacket. Okay, down the other side of the boat. See if I can just get a straight drop down. See what's directly below me. Oh. Straight onto a fish. This feels light. This feels really light. This could be a wrasse. If this is a wrasse, I might be chucking down a bait on that back back rod there, just for the fun of it. See if we can't pick something out. Don't want to hoik him in too quickly, because if it's just a small pollock, we'd like to get him back. He's not fighting like a pollock, I'd say he's fighting like a pouting. Oh, lo and behold, we have a pouting. Now, that pouting is going to go onto a bait. I'll bring you back once I've got it sorted. Right, so I have that pouting on an 8/0 circle hook. I have dispatcher pouting, it's not a live bait. And I cut the gill. I use the same method that I use for dispatching all the other fish, which is the ikejime method. Basically a spike through the brain, gets rid of that nerve, and then bleed it out. So see what takes that. I'm going to release the drag a little bit so it doesn't get absolutely, not too much. Not release too much of the drag, but the whole bottom, and he is in. So that's pouting down. I'm much more prepared if something big does come and take it this time, like say if we do get a taupe. Conger are pretty interesting fish to see as well. Conger may come and take it, ling may come and take it, and I've got the 100-gram lure, same 100-gram lure on my spinning rod. See what happens. And we're on a fish. Again, that was just a fast retrieve. They seem to enjoy the chase. It is another pollock. This might just be a session of me catching lots of pollock, which I don't mind, but depends how entertaining you find it, I guess, doesn't it? Once I've got this pollock up as well, I'm going to put some more sun cream on. It is baking today. The wind is fantastic, it's keeping me nice and cool, but I can tell I'm getting absolutely scorched. I did put sun cream on before I come, but whew, that was about an hour ago, and I'm going to lap it on as well, if I can remember where I put it. I'm going to put on a soft plastic once I brought this one up as well, and put some sun cream on. I'm going to flick around a soft plastic lure. See if we can have a bit of fun with one of them. And then I'm going to head inshore, try and find some calm waters to winkle out a bass. Hello. Seen the boat? Feels like a heavy fish, just dead weight. Pollock don't normally start fighting halfway up, come on. Here's a pollock, I can see it. He's decided he wants to have a run. Fair play, mate. And again. Don't tie yourself up too much. Oh, he's foul hooked is why. Hopefully he's going to go straight back. He's a little bit small, but if he has to come home, he has to come home. Very lightly hooked. That's It's not going to be very comfortable for a couple of days for you, mate. Right, go on. You're going to get yourself back. Oh. Yep. Got me absolutely soaked in the process. I don't mind as long as they go back. The fishing is as dry as a chip. It is high tide. Tide's gone slack and it's fish have stopped. Although I think I may have got a positive bite on the pouting. Nope. No, nothing. Yeah, it's just fishing's gone really dry. Get this lure back down to the bottom. Probably been 15-20 minutes. I've had this lure up and down 15-20 times. And there's nothing about. The fishing has dried up on the wreck. The tide has turned, and I was only ever really planning to stay till high and then start moseying on in. That is it from me today, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I've enjoyed making it. I love going out to that wreck. There's always a really nice stamp of pollock. The wind picked up towards the end and it was just a bit safer for me to come in and just get home safely. If you've enjoyed the video, please give us a like and a subscribe. It really helps me out and spurs me on to do more things like it. Look how beautiful it is today, though. Stunning. Right, catch you on the next one.